Hello, one more time. Welcome to this forum, Homo Politicus on Enterprise TV. And the watchword is, as always, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Today, River State militants threaten to cut Nigeria's life wire, a shutdown of oil installations. You know, a militant is said to be someone who has a combative character and is also known to be aggressive, especially in the service of a cause. Nigeria's River State, a supposed treasure base of the nation, is synonymous with militancy. As a matter of fact, militancy is 68 years old in that region as we speak. Now, this infamous characteristic dates back to February 23, 1966, when the late Isaac Adakaboro, formed the Niger Delta Volunteer Force, which fought off the federal forces for 12 days. That's talking about the late General Agui Ironsi government. Of course, Boro and his Ijaw brothers were jailed for treason as a result. Today, we can report that a militant group christened Niger Delta Development Force, NDDF, has threatened to blow up oil installations in Niger Delta if President Bola Tinubu refuses to stop Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike from meddling with the administration of Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State. A statement by the so-called global spokesman of the group, Justin Alabraba, says the group is piqued by a plot by Wike to use a friendly judge to rule in his favor, ostensibly to stop local government allocations to the state on Monday. Recall that recently, Justice Joyce Abdul Malik had dismissed a request seeking to halt allocation of funds to all local government areas of Rivers State. Need we remind the Niger Delta Development Force, NDDF, that discretion is the perfection of reason and a guide to us all in the duties of life. Every part of Nigeria, I can tell, NDDF is hurting, the Niger Delta region inclusive. The group cannot be speaking for all 9 states in the region. And so blowing up oil installations in the Niger Delta is hurting all Nigerians and not Barrister Nyesom Wike. So let's have a discussion about this. And my discussant is none other than a proud son of the Niger Delta, the amiable Cyril Abaku, broadcaster, communications expert. Cyril, welcome one more time.
Thank you.
We're having to discuss Niger Delta again, vis-a-vis the militancy bug, which has refused to go away.
Yeah, but I have to say that for some time it's been quiet on the Delta front, frankly.
Until now.
Yes, we've had sufficient considerable respite from guns.
But although in the last 1 week or two, we've had Asari Dokubo
saber rattling, but not militant action.
Okay, saber rattling.
Saber rattling, yes, but not militant action. So let's draw.
But he had led one of the forces.
He did.
Okay.
He wasn't the only one. There were a lot of them. There was Boylo Fanko, General. There was several of them.
Yeah. Yeah, but this particular one, how do you react to it?
Good. I'm glad you've gone there. So let's break it down. I don't endorse violence. I don't in any way support the sort of brinkmanship we call politics. I do not support brigandage in the name of politics in either. I don't.
You don't believe they are fighting for a cause?
But I was coming there. But the point is that we live in a country that arguably chooses to be deaf by default. If you don't know how to communicate your needs in this country, you will die of starvation.
Okay.
And they will
and one way of communicating that is by leveling.
And they will say you enjoyed the suffering. I still don't endorse violent action. I still don't. I feel we can come together and have a conversation. But not everybody buys into my non-violent approach. So if they choose to take that line of action, it is up to them.
Well, after all,
Even if I desire,
I agree with you. After all, in America, the late Martin Luther King did not support. The late Malcolm X didn't who was more militant. They supported the cause, followed by Martin Luther King Jr.
I was born and bred in the Niger Delta.
Okay.
I grew up there.
Specifically River State.
Specifically of Krika. But I have to be honest with you that comparatively, I didn't grow up in the squalor.
Okay.
And the penury that was rampant.
One of the very few lucky ones.
As a matter of fact, I could say that I had a middle class upbringing.
Okay.
I could easily say that by my family, my father's economic status, and everything. In fact, going back to his own father, my grandfather, if I started to pretend and say I suffered, and that, it may not be very correct.
Okay.
But at the same time, I had friends, relatives, classmates, schoolmates who lived in conditions that were less than human.
Okay.
So this is just to lay foundation for the deprivation in the region. Let's leave that. The issue on the table today is about the fact that militants are saying Wike should leave Fubara alone, otherwise the bubble is going to burst. Now, because this Governor Wike has been running riot for a long time, it is true for former Governor Wike of River State. As Abuja minister, he has his work cut out for him, but he has been overbearing in his attitude towards he's a successor in brick house in Port Harcourt. He has been overbearing. Such overarching attitude and behavior is not helping the governor to stabilize. It's not helping the government to stabilize. It is causing tension. It is causing turmoil. It is causing unrest. This looks like a last resort. I wish we don't come to this. And I pray that it remains a threat. In fact, they even said it wasn't a threat, it was a promise. Our president has a disposition of trying to please as many persons as possible. He doesn't want a breakdown of land. It's okay. But he has come to a point that he will choose a friend and choose an enemy, because if he failed to do that, then he will have to accept the consequences. Because I know, and it goes without saying, that the Niger Delta is one region where people will easily have a cause, and when they say what they're going to do, they will surely come out and do it.
Yeah, but for me,
so you shouldn't take this as
so I'm not necessarily passing moral judgment, but I'm saying the threat, or if you insist it's a promise, the promise or threat by the NDDF is not going to hurt Niger Delta, Wike alone. It's going to hurt the whole country.
That collateral is their leverage. So if the president wants peace, he should do the needful. I think that's where that judge.
So what should the president do now as we speak?
He is a politician. He knows what to do. You see, I didn't come here to justify or back or support these militants. That's not what I'm doing here. So I'm careful not to jump into saying the president. No, that's not what I'm looking for. But the president holds the ACC. He should call his minister. This minister said the other day he would set fire to some states in Nigeria. And the president didn't do anything about that. So the president knows what to do now. So if he wants the little oil left to be secure, talk to Wike. He knows what to do.
But Wike is not in control of the militants, or is he?
What did the militants say? If you call Wike to order, we will leave your oil to keep flowing.
So otherwise, one statement by Wike will douse tension.
Well,
hopefully.
It's not statement by Wike. The president...
No. What I mean is, if a statement by Wike in the area of meddling with what's happening in River State, if he says, I surrender at this point, so the militants will back down.
Well, no. No. If we put it that way, we may risk sounding cynical. I'm sorry. What I think is an issue here is this: Wike doesn't even need to say anything.
Okay.
it will show that he's no longer breathing down the governor's neck. Even the governor himself, because I mean, I'm not an interested party, but I can say that I have some knowledge of what is really going on. The governor has said he has begged Wike. He has nailed that several times. He has said, let's patch. Wike says no. So Wike knows what he's looking for. Okay? If the Wike came to the governor to say, okay, let us mend, I'm sure even now the governor is willing to patch, to mend ways, to mend things. But Wike doesn't want that. Wike wants to be up the octopus in the room. The only shark
the only cock that crows.
That crows. Well, he is free to crow. The sky is big enough for all the birds to fly. But the president has, I believe, you see, I didn't think that the president needed to wait for the militants to now say what they're saying. As moral arbiter, as father of the country, should you allow, come on. There are limits to rascality.
But are we not treating the symptoms rather than the root cause, which is warped politics, the politics type?
Well, okay.
If you understand.
And is Wike the only person that played warped politics? Why is his own why has his own gone from warped to distorted? This is jokes.
Sorry, this is not any attempt at comparing fruits. The Game of Thrones in Kano is also another of those crazy things we do in the name of politics.
Can I say this?
Yeah, say it.
Can I say this? Sometimes when you have a bad situation, you must begin from the symptoms. There are some things that are so bad that you must begin from the symptoms before you can administer substantive, long-lasting. I can give an example. A player on the pitch, on the football pitch, goes down.
Yeah.
What do you do? First aid.
The match is stopped?
It stopped, yes.
Yeah.
Is that the social?
Okay. So attention is paid to the man that's there.
Then there's pain and they carry ice and first douse the symptom.
Okay.
It may be a fracture, but to douse the pain, what do? They quickly apply ice. The fracture, the pain is only a symptom or sign that there's a fracture.
Okay.
I hope that those who are in power truly understand what is going on and will, without fear or favor, apply the right remedy. In this instance, the president should have called Wike order long ago. Even the president himself may have come close to losing his moral authority in this matter.
Yeah.
Because the peace deal he broke, the very, very lopsided peace deal he oversaw and brokered. Who does that? I'm sorry, but much as I don't want to have a horse in this race, I sincerely don't see any significant outcome if we'll keep skirting the issues and pretend that nothing is happening. I don't think we're going to go too far with it. Wike is no longer governor of the state. He has a budget to run, to deal. He should so deal with it.
I'm looking at like the man on the street, the everyday Nigerian. If the Niger Delta force has its way and all installations are immobilized, we'll be in trouble. But it does not guarantee that the problem is solved.
Let me see this. See, I am an Ejo by birth.
By definition.
By definition. So I understand how the German thinks.
Okay.
Right? I'm telling you that they are using collateral.
The German thinks this way.
Not necessarily. I'm only telling you that they are using collateral. And people do it all over the world. They are using the collateral as leverage. Now, did you notice that as soon as they threatened, they issued this threat and said if any court ruled that Fobara will not get, that local university will not get local government allocation, that heavens will fall. The Supreme Court, the CJN, what has she done? Are we aware of that? She has summoned judges of the Federal High Court to say, I think, that's it, to say they are giving these parade judges judgments on River State and so on. She has been in office since when? How come it's not that she's acting? Because the promise that the militants gave. I can tell you where I come from.
But at least the CJN is reacting.
Reacting. Why aren't you proactive?
What should she have done?
Oh, what is she doing now? She could have acted long since. In my place, there's a saying, they say, siye, sifa.
Meaning?
Whatever will go bad, will go completely, irreversibly bad. You know what I mean?
That's like Murphy's Law.
No. This is a guarantee. This is what you see before maybe you go into a fight or into a serious battle. They say whatever will go bad irreversibly. So it's a case of saying, Mr. President, if you can allow reverse the politics go bad, there's a lot more that can actually go bad. It's only the politics. So there's a lot more that can go bad. So the president should call it, Mr. Ato. There's a simple thing that can be done.
All right. So, well, yeah, Mr. President is father figure. So he must not be seen
you know what is
favoring one child and not favoring the other.
It looks inevitable for him. And let me tell you why. It looks inevitable.
Otherwise, the president has 36 children and one adopted child, the FCT.
Now we can compare some of these children. Look at Bala Muhammad of Bauchi.
Okay.
Former FCT minister.
The governor.
Yes. He's been in power for some time. Now as Bauchi State Governor, he compares favorably with a Wike or with some people on the president's cabinet.
Is he fast becoming a gadfly in your estimation?
Bala Muhammad is not a new person to national politics. He's been there long for many years. He's been there a long time. Bala of Bauchi, then you look at a Soludo, for example, in Anambra, has considerable stature. He has a name known nationally. Look at Peter Mbah of Enugu. Well, he has gone from commissioner to chief of staff, then to governor. So he's built some political capital. He knows the game. If you come to the southwest, Mark Indor for you, well, he's in the second.
Yeah.
He does tower considerably. Now, this is the point. If you look at Wike, in the midst of Shetima, Tinubu, so if you look at Fubara, in the midst of Shetima, Tinubu, Gbajabiamila, Wike and co, he looks like a
beginner in your fight.
He's a beginner. He's an embryo. He hasn't even been born. He's an embryo. You know what I mean? So these people don't look at him as a fellow that can punch up.
Where is the problem? You think he's slow at learning?
No.
Learning the ropes?
No. He went from local government accountant, chief accountant of local government,
to the state accountant general.
So what has if he has retired, would anybody have known him, even in River State? How many would have known him even in River State?
But he's in the limelight now.
Now he's in the limelight. So I'm only telling you, when he goes to those meetings, they talk down at him. And he being a humble and timid young, he does not want to offend anybody. He does not. I mean, he's been hearing of Bola Tinubu since maybe he was a mere accountant at the local government level. What would have brought him and Tinubu together? And Tinubu is president. Tinubu is someone who has built a political party almost all by himself. He will be standing with a from Gbajabiamila.
So is he a misnomer? No. Yes.
I am telling you that it is the fault of the presidency. They are looking down on the governor. They are looking at him as a boy, as a baby.
Yeah,
that was why they foisted on him a document that was so lopsided, and of course he will take it and he will sign because he wanted peace in River. But I think they've seen now that something they were past politics. The organic outworking of events by themselves. Nature has worked against that agreement. We shouldn't be this because the president should do the needful. The Jaws may look like they're a minority, but God knows why he put it.
Yeah. See, but in that wise, almost every part of Nigeria is hurting.
We're not talking. They are not fighting for resource control. Are they? They are not.
No. If you tackle the lifeline of the country, you are talking about resource now.
Okay, good. Thank you. Let me ask. In how many states are the president's ministers commanding the governors?
Wike is not commanding Fubara. Except that Wike wants to not just to be a gadfly, but a godfather who is getting it all wrong.
Okay. I'm glad he's getting it all wrong. In how many states are the president's ministers purportedly planning to block the president from giving them allocation at local government level?
No. But if we go back to the Supreme Court judgment of July, how many? 11th, am I right? That local government funds should go to them directly. It was a pronouncement.
Let me inform you. The president and governors reached a moratorium to say money shouldn't go to local governments yet. They not until October 31. A 3-month moratorium. It was written in punch. The presidency didn't deny it. Now that's why you see all the governors rushing to do elections for councils. Now all of a sudden, there are people are insinuating that Wike is working to make sure that rivers councils don't get allocation. This is where they said,
well, there's a natural quirk in human beings. Some people just won't like you for your guts and all that.
Okay.
Not that I stand by Wike. My Wike to me comes very much like Donald Trump of the Republican Party in the U.S. His intemperance, his statements, I don't like.
I'm not sure if he agrees that he's intemperate. So if he's not, he's a man. He should stand up for what he believes.
Yeah, because a politician of reckoning, he is trying to be one, should not be given to intemperate language.
Look, Wike isn't even the smartest politician in the university.
But are you surprised Wike from the embryo of militancy in Nigeria? Wike is a River State man.
He is not an Ejo. He is not. He didn't. He was not a militant. The sort of milieu that would have produced him is different, and I don't want to go into that.
Okay.
He is from Obiakpo. But the point I'm making is this. And there is nothing particularly superior about the Ajoid people.
Okay.
I'm just trying to draw a line between the issues we're raising here. I'm not looking at some area supremacy sort of Ajoid. No. God knows. Look, in River State I schooled with the Ikweres. I schooled with people from Omoma Iperi, Awoda, Kalabare, Boni, Opobonkoro, Abua Odua. I mean, we don't Ogoni. We don't Ogupolo. There's no Bonnie. There's no issue about that. I'm only saying that because the matter came from the flank of militancy.
Yeah.
Militancy originated with the Ajoid corridor, Bayelsa, Kalabari, Okreka, and so
okay.
Right? Understandable. Now the point I was going to make just before I said that was that Wike isn't even the smartest politician in the River State.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of intellectuals in the politics.
Permit me to go there specifically to the militancy element. Militancy in Nigeria is 68 years old from my basic mathematics. 1966 to now makes it 68 years old. It has taken us nowhere.
It has taken us somewhere.
Okay. Maybe we can broach it.
I hate to say this. A good cause, yes, but perhaps not the best method in the way I would have seen things to be
okay.
done.
A good cause meaning righting the wrongs done to the Niger Deltans. Okay.
The Niger Deltans realizing that if they keep talking and speaking. Now you are talking about we should go there. Isaac Atakaboro took on guns and he was armed.
But Isaac Boro was not just another. He was at university.
His agitation was quelled. Am I correct? The second one that came after him was writing poetry and fighting the cause of the minorities.
That's the Ogoni man.
What happened to him? What happened to him?
Okay.
After Sarawiwa came the likes of Asai Dokbo and the rest, and Tompolo. Now, you see that Tompolo is making 3 billion naira every month. Right?
Okay.
Tells me that.
So 3 billion naira goes to him every month. Should this not rub off?
On how?
His environment. 3 billion, a billion naira is a million in 1,000 places. So 3,000 million gets to you in 1 month. And it's for you and your kind alone.
Is that what you think? It is for pipeline surveillance.
Okay.
Now, let me also bring this up.
These same pipelines that militants are threatening to blow up.
Yes, they are.
Oh, come on. It is now business.
No, hold on. If he should rub up,
if you fail,
Tompolo should have used that money to create peace in River State.
He couldn't.
It's River State. He started.
The money is
Tompolo is in Delta State.
Small.
He's in Delta State. He's not involved in Rivers politics.
Yeah, but
yes,
he is keeping surveillance over pipelines in River State. Mainly, the pipelines, the oil pipelines are not, okay, Delta into Bayelsa into rivers. So it's the same thing. Now the militants want to come back to announce they are alive and well.
You keep taking this discussion to militants. So let's even go into it as it. Tompolo did whatever he did. He was rewarded with a contract. Don't you think that it is River State that should even have somebody with such a contract? It pays, because if you keep speaking English and
who got the contract at the end of the day?
It will not go too far. So why don't someone from River State also do the same thing? I'm saying, in effect, I don't even support militancy. I don't support violence or taking up of arms. But when people are pushed to the extreme, they look for desperate choices. And the president has a role to play. Simply call Wike to order it to be done.
Okay.
He's not willing to do that. Who should bear the brunt for that?
The president?
I don't know.
Nigeria?
He should call Wike to order.
So Wike is the fly in the ointment. He must be removed.
Oh, of course, he is. I didn't say he should be removed.
Okay, what do you do with a stubborn fly?
He can be told to steer clear, let Fubara run River State, and not block allocation from going to the council chairman. It's simple. Look at the held elections in River State on Saturday. By Monday, they are bombing local government secretariats. How many people have been arrested?
But hear this. The Niger Delta militants, Niger Delta Force, right, are saying they are giving this warning because they have it on good authority that a judge is ostensibly going to make a pronouncement that denies local government direct funding. You don't smell a rat here.
By who? They smell a rat, and they threaten the president. Imagine the Republican.
Why not chase the rat?
Imagine where we have come to. People are threatening Mr. President.
Oh. All right. I hear we must take this home. Yeah, so what's the way? How do we return? What's the way forward?
I've been saying it. Look, the
say it for the last time.
The president should simply wake up to his responsibility. Call Wike to order. And maybe in Abuja, they speak their English. Make sure no judge issues any funny order preventing council chairman from getting their allocations. Because everything you see now will be mere Teresa Yaza.
But you talked about October 31st.
No, that one is
as the terminal date for the moratorium.
October 31st is just 2 days away. You know, there is...
So if October 31st comes and there's no shooting war, no threat carried out, we are okay. Until perhaps the next rainy season.
As far as the money leaves Abuja and goes to the councils, that will be no problem.
Okay.
You know, citizen, our real concern, you and I, as disinterested parties in this conflict, is say that we have become a country where only the violent will make headway. Isn't a good thing. Let's even take WK for out of the picture. That if you don't hold your own, you can't have your own. I don't think it's a. So all the education, all the civilization, all the schooling we did, what was it for? Eh? All the fight before to be independent, to live a military rule, what was it for? To now sink further down into a oppression state.
Okay.
Where everybody carries his broken bottle in his hand.
Makes you think we are living in Orwellian times.
If you can hold the knife, hold the knife. If you can hold the machete, hold the machete. But by all means, be not unarmed.
Okay.
Where they say, God for us all. Every man unto
What, one for each?
No, it's not that. Every man unto himself.
And God for us all.
The one that is weak, may the devil take him.
All right, we'll leave it there. The debate will continue. But Cyril Abaku, let's thank you for your intervention.
Thank you.
We're done, but not before reminding the Niger Delta force and concerning the threat to blow up oil pipelines. If you attack oil pipelines, you are not hurting Barrister Nyesom Wike. You are hurting Nigeria. Yes, I believe it is time to right the wrongs, but we will not go about it the wrong way. Discretion, we are told, is the better part of valor. I'm out of here. Thank you for your time. Until the next Homo Politicus, this is yours sincerely, Citizen Jones Hussein, saying bye-bye now. Take care.